Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2018 Subaru WRX STI ARX Supercar. So this now has 957 horsepower, 628 pounds-feet of torque from a 4-litre twin-turbocharged flat-six engine. The car itself now weighs 3,078 pounds. It can now do 0 to 60 in 1.981 seconds, 0 to 104.363 seconds, and it will go to a top speed of 202 miles an hour. Already it had all-wheel drive, but now it's got off-road tyres and off-road suspension. And yeah, the fastest Subaru that we've had on this series so far isn't even quite by any means the fastest car that we've had on this series. It was the STI S209, which is at a lowly 47th place out of 53. So yeah, but I'm going to give that car the benefit of the doubt in the fact that it was one of the first few cars that we used on this series, so wasn't quite used to this course. But yeah, I'm hoping this will do a lot better. And yeah, it's got plenty of good stats as well. The speed, acceleration, launch, braking and off-road capability are all excellent. It's only really the handling that is a bit of a letdown, but hopefully that will not be too much of an issue when it comes to getting down this course. So yeah, now obviously this car is meant for going, you know, rallying and the like, but obviously this is a bit tougher than maybe some rally courses, but probably not too much out of the realm of possibility, I imagine. So yeah, let's see what it can do. High revving engine as well, more than 9,000 RPM. This isn't the original engine, by the way. This has been nicked from a Porsche, I believe. So yeah, you know, Porsche and Subaru are one of the, you know, two of the only companies that really use flat engines anymore. So I don't feel like it's a complete perversion to use this engine in this car. So yeah, this could well be one of those cars that is quite sedate in terms of how it drives, but is surprisingly quick. Or it's sedate and it's slow, because that's pretty much what sedate is like on this series. It's one or the other. There's very rarely middlingly fast, because this is either going to be right near the top of the leaderboard or right down below. I really don't expect this to be, you know, mid-tier, you know, 25 or 20 or 30 range of the leaderboard. Top 20 or bottom 20 is where this is going to go. So yeah, it's handling the power fine, really. Had about 400 horsepower, I believe, originally. So 450, maybe a bit more than that, but definitely didn't have more than 900. And yeah, it's dealing with it fine. Obviously the all-wheel drive system is playing a big role in that, but regardless, it's going to prove helpful, not just in terms of controlling the power, but also giving us all of the handling and the grip on this rough stuff. Oh dear. It's not the most agile of vehicles, given it's not the smallest of cars, and all-wheel drive at lower speeds can induce some understeer. But on the whole, has not been an issue. And yeah, let's get a great speed as well, hopefully. Loves to drift around these long, sweeping corners. Yeah, it's definitely pretty agile at speed. Highly doubt this is going to be as slow as the STI S209. Can't quite remember how much power I put in that thing, but mustn't have been enough given the slow time. But then again, like I said, it was one of the first cars to be taken out in this series, so yeah, that's probably why. But yeah, if we ever come to the end of this series, when this game eventually comes to the end of its life, that might be one of the ones that I would give a re-go, like I've done in the previous games, like I did with freaking Ferrari and How Fast Will It Go. But regardless, yeah, we're definitely faster than that S209. Not quite as quick though as the Yokohama from the previous episode that managed 3 minutes 16.639. But we are less than a second behind that at 3 minutes 17.39. So yeah, like I said, in the top 20 or in the bottom 20, and it's comfortably in the top 10. beating out the likes of the Plymouth Barracuda Formula S, the McLaren 765 LT, the Nissan GT-R Nismo, the Hot Wheels Diora 2, and it knocks the McLaren 620R out of the top 10, and yeah, way faster than the only other Subaru that was taken out on this series. So yeah, pretty impressed by this. Did predict it would either be incredibly quick or incredibly slow, and thankfully it was the former. So yeah, you can get this car from the Hot Wheels expansion. It's one of the 10 cars that you can get from that expansion, and yeah, it's well worth getting as it's a pretty good off-road vehicle, and yeah, it just shows what Subaru can do when, you know, they're given, you know, a bit more leeway in terms of what they can do with a WRX, and yeah, and upgraded it's even better. So yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.